Here I am again. Because I'm hot, bro. All right. If he was here, he would put more rocks in the way. Okay. That's what I didn't want to do. Couldn't get my footing. That's what I didn't want to do. Couldn't get my footing. All right. Here I am again. Here I am again. Okay, I lost my GoPro. So, while I'm resting, I'm gonna go look for it. It was on there a while ago, a few minutes ago. Of course, it's black. Oh! I found it. And all these rocks are black. So, if I'm gonna mount something here, I gotta screw it on. I think I hear a train. All right, so I don't hear a train, but I got to get over that. And yeah, of course. Thinking over here, and then I'll just put it through the open desert here. Looks like some wildlife trails here. That's pretty cool. Oh, somebody's been here. Look at that. That's cool. Feel something warm dripping down my leg or my elbow. All right, so I was just coming out here to like try to find this trail I saw on Google. Got myself into this mess. Hopefully the thing starts after dropping it in 100-degree weather. Might as well make it easy. I used to wheel with a dude named Dave Fenner, and he would purposely take the hardest route. And I was all proud of my truck, you know, and he would just beat the heck out of his truck. And I would just try to take it easy. So if he was here, he would put more rocks in the way. So Dave, this one's for you. Let's put that GoPro in here without the weeds. That's the one that fell off just now. And see if I can get out of here. I'm thinking about just pushing this thing over there. I got one shot. And then went halfway. Okay. I gotta get in shape. Thinking about hitting that half-century mark. So, coincidentally, I'm right below the ridge that I take all my friends on a razor ride. Oop, I just heard coyotes. Let's see. Come on. That ridge right there. I don't know if you hear them, I hear coyotes. But they're coming for me. Anyway, that ridge is where I take all my buddies when I take them on a razor ride, and it overlooks the whole desert. Here's a couple pictures of that. Absolutely gorgeous. But let's just see where I'm at here. Without my glasses, I'm 5 miles from my house right now. I don't know if you can see that, but let's get the show on the road here. So the wind is blowing exactly towards those coyotes, so what I'm thinking is they probably smell me and they shut up. So let's try to get out of here. The moral of this story is I could take that road that goes along the track, but I got to turn down at that paved road, which is called High Road. Otherwise, it just turns to garbage. And the camera doesn't do it justice. That slope is so steep. I was sliding off, and there was marks from people that had slid off there, you know. That's why I started walking it. And I fell in. Okay. I see a house right there. See it? Right there. So there has to be some kind of road there. I'm a track dude. I grew up on the track. I went to my first track at 13. I went to Saddleback Park and I fell in love with the track. So I'm used to groomed, you know, purpose-built navigation. Not this desert stuff. Some of you guys blast through here, you know, going Mach 10 with your hair on fire, but this is all new to me, so I gotta take it easy. And, you know, I was on the gas coming out here on those dirt roads because that's the way I want to ride this thing, but, you know, I've been babying it for 140 miles. And now that I'm up in the meat of it, it is a ton of fun. So, wish me luck. Here we go. See if this thing starts. I'm taking a break right here because I don't want to go home with that sun right in my face, and found something to look at. So let's check this thing out. What's up, bro? You made it. So last summer we had an infiltration of marijuana farms, illegal marijuana farms. This is remnants of that. What this is, now the marijuana farmers are gone this summer because Operation Hammer Strike came in and took care of those guys and just raided them, arrested them. Who knows what happened next, but this is something that is a product of that. They would be done with working in their fields, quote unquote, and they would get hammered, and they would at night go out and just do crazy stuff. And this is probably something that they did. They might have stole this thing and just bonsai'd the heck out of it and then shot it to death. But there's piles of trash. There's tons and tons of wood framing all over the desert where they had their plastic tents up and were growing, and then they just split. The plastic tents blew off and the wood framing's still there. So here's a picture of one of those near my house. So I'm guessing that's what this is. It's about 5.5 miles from my house. I saw this on my ride to work. You can see it in the video, just a little glimpse, but I wanted to stop and check it out. People often ask me what the bandana does, and it actually keeps all your sweat in the bandana. It doesn't permeate all your pads in your helmet. It at least is quick. You can get like 10 sweaty rides out of your helmet instead of one. A good friend of mine, Joey Webb, showed me that. Okay, that was fun. So I'm just gonna start romping on this thing, see if it holds up. All right, I'm home. I am dying of thirst, and I I'm gonna go relax. First, better put on my towel. I'm in my skivvies, but my high altitude neighbors, I put my towel on, but I am dying, so guess what I'm gonna do. Oh, it's good to see you too, bro. You're laying on the desert out there. Put that on the shelf. Put my towel right here. I was sweating to death coming home there. And then after all my dirt bike gymnastics, so. All right, the GoPro 9 is not very low lux, so meaning it doesn't shoot very well in low light. So I'm going to use the light of the sunset here to just try to finish this video. I gotta say that other than my goof ups, that thing is a ton of fun. A couple of things I'm going to work on. The ride height's too high. I need to lower the seat a little bit. I haven't even checked the sag, so I usually run like 105 millimeters. I haven't even checked it. So we set it when we first did the suspension, but it's been done again since. And I can say the suspension feels really, really good. It's a little soft at the higher speeds like that. You know, bouncing in and out of some of those little whoops and things, you know, the bottom of those little creeks and stuff, those little G-outs. So I'm gonna set the ride height. I'm gonna go up on the quickers a little bit. And I need a little more air pressure in the tires. I think I'm at 11, and they just feel a little wishy-washy to me. So I'm gonna go up to 12 and a half, and see what that does. Especially at the higher speeds, I'm bouncing off some of those rocks that are molded into the dirt and stuff. But for a 1996 bike, and yep, you know, I dumped a ton of money into it, but it doesn't feel like it because it was over 4 years. And the whole process has been fun. Videotaping it, working on it, it's all been just a labor of love for me. And it is one of the funnest bikes I've ever owned. I would say my 03 YZ450 was the funnest bike that I've owned. And I raced that bike. And I busted my tip fib on that bike. That's the last time I raced in 04. That was probably my funnest bike I've ever owned. And then after that would be the 08 CR450. I really like that bike, but I don't like aluminum frames set up before. They just feel tall. And when you go to lay it over in the corner, there's very little margin of error. It's either gonna fall or stand up. I just don't like that. I like a bike that will flex. I'm not that good of a rider. I just don't like the aluminum frames, never have. I just like the chrome moly or the steel frames. So it makes a lot of sense to me when I go to the 500 to get one of those. I was really excited to ride today, so that's probably why I ended up on my butt twice. I was really excited. It would have been smart to have somebody with me, but I was running my tracker and I had my phone with me. My daughter was here and I told her what I was doing, and she knew that I was at a standstill for too long to get nervous. I checked my phone when I was at a standstill to make sure she wasn't texting me, asking if I was okay. That was a lot of fun. I really can't wait. You know, I've had this question looming over my head. Is this thing gonna be reliable? Is it gonna do something weird? And if it stays the way it's been these last two rides where I've been able to ride it at a pace that's super fun and ring it out without cutting back on the throttle because I'm worried about the RPMs, if it stays reliable and does that for me, I might wait a while on a bike because this thing's a ton of fun. Anyway, that's why I spent the money, right? So I'd have a kick butt short wheelbase trail bike. And I think we finally made it.